All right, man, we live. We're going live with this Kovalev fight. I didn't know it was going to be this late for this fight, but starting off the fight was kind of weird because uh, Pulev's brother is wearing Pulev's glove. It's really weird, really weird to start the fight off. But all right, we're into the first round. Um, Kovalev coming off the loss to, of course, Canelo. Last time we seen him in the ring, he looks like he looks fat. He doesn't look like he's carrying the weight well. He looks like he's just blown up, and you can see the effects of the difference of the power of the effects of the blows. Uh, when Kovalev hits him clean, it doesn't do a lot of effect, and when he hits Kovalev, Kovalev bounces back, damn near out of the ring, and that's the difference in weight. Kovalev is not busy enough with his hands to move up to this weight. He's a fighter that comes forward and throws the 1-2. Outside of the 1-2, he really doesn't throw a lot of punches. His trainer, Buddy McGirt, is a good trainer. He's an offensive trainer, though. He's not a defensive trainer. And you need defense if you're going to be up there fighting these big boys. And Kovalev's jab is missing. He's bad at controlling distance. Also, he probably has ring rust because he hadn't been in the ring in a long time. And he's also very vulnerable. A fighter that's coming off of a loss, especially a knockout loss, in the first round, they're very vulnerable. And Kovalev is very vulnerable in this fight. But the pace of the fight is set to not favor Kovalev. He's actually pushing Kovalev, but he's a little guy too. This lets me know that Kathy Duvich strategically chose this heavyweight that he's fighting. When I was looking at the pictures, the side by side pictures, Kovalev's fists were bigger, which means his bones are denser than the guy that he's fighting. Like this was a strategic pick at heavyweight. The other guy looks like a cruiserweight or perhaps another light heavyweight. He doesn't look like two heavyweights in there, but he carries the weight better than Sergey Kovalev. Sergey's going to get tired in the later rounds. He's blown up. He has too much weight on him. Okay, Buddy McGirt just told him in the corner to keep the right hand to the body, forget about the head, and then try to catch him over the top. But Sergey looks winded after the first round. I mean, it's a different story, man, when you're in there with them big boys trying to push him around. But the other guy's winded too. Like I said, I don't know what his weight was before the fight. I don't know much about him. I'm just going by the eye test. And judging by the eye test, he doesn't look like he's a full-fledged heavyweight neither. And he's just as winded. Could be nerves. We'll see. We'll see if they catch that second win. We'll see how good a shape they in if they catch that second win. But you can see the difference in the blows. He jumped right on Sergey at the beginning of the round. He didn't waste no time jumping on him. Sergey looks a little bit more grounded this round. He looks a little bit more better. Like he's establishing the jab, and his jab is actually landing, and he looks more calmer. I think he was just nervous because he's coming off that knockout loss with Canelo. So he looks a little bit more settled this round. And he's actually establishing distance, pushing the guy back, and actually landing right hands. He's moving his head. He looks better now than he did the first round. That could have just been lack of fights, he coming in with ring rust, or it could have been a multiple factors why he fought like that. But he listened to his corner. He started to direct that right hand to the body, just like Buddy McGirt told him. But he's winded. He's almost falling over, and the guy's shots are not even landing flush. Sergey needs to leave this weight immediately if he makes it past this guy. This guy doesn't even punch hard, and he's still giving Sergey a hard time, coming up and catching him with a left hook. That's his game plan for the fight. The guy that Sergey Kovalev is fighting wants to catch him with a left hook. Sergey almost fell over. Yeah, I think this fight could possibly end the knockout, and not even for Sergey Kovalev against Sergey Kovalev, just because we know Sergey Kovalev is not mentally strong. He got knocked out by Canelo, super middleweight, and Andre Ward, and he's just not mentally strong. If he can't blow a guy out, he submits, and he doesn't have a high volume of punches. They're just having a battle of the jabs. But the bigger guy is trying to make it a uncomfortable fight for Sergey Kovalev, and he's actually having success at doing it. He's blocking his jab with his right hand, and then coming right back and making Sergey Kovalev fight when he doesn't want to fight. And we all know that was an effective strategy for the smaller light super middleweight Canelo. It was an effective strategy. But I can give him this. He is listening to Buddy McGirt's plans to a T. He is still going that right hand to the body. And he lands it over the top, but he doesn't fully commit. He doesn't keep his feet set on the ground because he's in there with the heavier guy. He doesn't believe in his power. That's a don't hit me punch. It's not a really hard shot where you're trying to make a statement. And he leaves his feet also. He didn't keep his feet planted when he throws that shot. He should just go back to pumping his jab. That's the only way he wins this fight. That's the only thing that he really throws with confidence is his jab. He doesn't throw anything else. And like I said, Sergey doesn't have the volume of punches. Outside of a 1-2, he doesn't really throw much. And he doesn't have the respect. Haplo, what's up, man? Man, if I don't get to y'all comments, man, y'all got to forgive me. I'm not on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard. And my comments don't always come through. What network is it on? It's on Thriller. It's on Thriller. They're entering the third round right now. One thing I will say about Thriller, man, is they know how to put on the show. That Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones fight was pretty good. It was entertaining. Stay low in there. And just keep working the jab. Your jab is giving him trouble. See, Buddy McGirt told him the same thing. Stay on his stick. His stick is troubling the other guy, but outside of the jab, no other punches are really working. No other punches are really working for him. It's quiet in there, man. Where are they fighting at? That's the most quietest crowd I've ever seen. It's like a COVID crowd. Yeah, Kovalev's coming out, establishing his jab. He's starting to follow corner instructions very well. And I think it's because of his beef that he had with John David Jackson, where he wouldn't listen to him in the corner. And he went out and got stopped. I think he learned his lesson. I don't know if you guys are watching at home, but if you notice when he throws that right hand, his foot is not anchored in the back and he just throws it. He doesn't throw it to knock him out or even get his attention. He just throws it like, don't hit me. It's a don't hit me punch. He doesn't throw it with any conviction. He just throws it just to be throwing it. And I don't understand that. The right hand is right there for him. He's setting it up very nice. He just won't throw it with conviction. The only thing that he's really, really doing like with conviction is the jab. And that's the key. That's the key that's going to get him the breaks that he needs to get heavyweight. The jab. And that jab is working. That jab just snapped the guy's head back. And that's what he got the respect with. He couldn't even get the respect with the right hand, but he got it with the jab. That's pretty crazy. He's backing the heavyweight up. If he can continue that, jabbing him, mixing the jab up, jabbing him to the head, jabbing to the body, and throw straight rights, he could get a decision win. But after he gets that decision win, he should go back down and wait. Go back down and wait and stay away from these heavyweights because he don't got the power or the arsenal, the punch volume to match these heavyweights or the footwork. He don't even really have any fast feet. Yeah, slow plodding feet. He looks a little bit more comfortable now. He's jabbing to the head, and he's mixing up with straight rights to the body. Then he's feinting, and then he just hit him with a jab to the head. And right back on his stick. See, Kovalev's weakness is pressure. He can't handle a person putting pressure on him. That's what Canelo did and beat him. This guy right here is fighting at a distance that's comfortable for Kovalev. And that's why Kovalev is doing the best that I don't know if y'all remember, but he was winning the fight with Canelo. He was winning the fight with Canelo, but lost ultimately because of the pressure. He can't handle pressure. That's the style that beat him, is the pressure style. What's up, Hablo? I just seen your comment, man. Hey, Kovalev is backing him up with the jab, man. He got those demons out of, he got them ghosts away. The ghost of Canelo for the first 2 rounds was hunting him. And now he's just peppering him with the jab. Just Boxing basics, the 1-2. He don't even need the 2. The jab is so effective. It's snapping that heavyweight's head back. He just gotta keep putting that stick on him, and he'll go to a decision. The heavyweight's not gonna step. It's not in his temperament. The heavyweight doesn't even seem like he has a real game plan. He's just in there winging it. Buddy McGregor gave him pretty good corner instructions too. He told him that when he told him to lay on the right side when he jabs, so he could parry the jab. That was good instructions. He said whenever he jabs in front, he's jabbing with him, and that's true. He Sergey Kovalev with a hard right hand on the top of the head. Kovalev is finishing off his combinations with a jab because that's his key to winning the fight. All right, we're in round 4. Kovalev looks more confident. He's gaining ground. He's fighting. The guy's fighting him at a pace that's really comfortable for him. And you can just see the confidence growing. And one thing you guys need to know about fighters is once a fighter becomes confident, he doesn't go back to not being confident inside the ring. He doesn't go back to being afraid. He shouldn't have let Kovalev in the fight. He should have put pressure on him from round 1 and never let him get in the fight. But he's fighting a bad pace that doesn't favor him. He's waiting to see what Kovalev's going to do. And then he throws his jab the same way, the same speed every time. And thinks he's going to catch Kovalev. I mean, Kovalev is experienced enough to time a jab. Yeah, he's letting Kovalev control the pace. And even if Kovalev fatigues from hitting this heavier guy, he don't know how to apply the pressure intelligently enough to finish him. Yeah, I agree. Buddy McGregor is good for Kovalev. Buddy McGregor is good for offensive style fighters because he's an offensive minded. He was offensive minded when he was a boxer. So yeah, he's good for people like Kovalev. He's not good for slick fighters. Jab to the body. Kovalev's breaking that dude down slowly. He's fighting when he wants to fight, engaging when he wants to engage, and disengaging when he doesn't want to engage. At this pace, he could just rest and beat his ass all night. See, fainting him out of position, and come in, turning him. Yeah, he's just using his experience. I don't know how much experience the other guy has. I just know the other guy is Pulev's brother. That's all I know about him. And he's wearing Pulev's gloves tonight, which is really, really weird. I didn't understand that debacle. Why he's wearing his brother's gloves for this fight that the brothers used in the previous fight. But hey, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he's just allowing Kovalev to use his experience to just take him into deep waters. And that's not going to favor Pulev. It's going to be a detriment to him. I wish I had it. I might look up his record in between the rounds so I can see if he's ever been. What channel? It's on Thriller. It's on Thriller. I don't know what channel that is. I just know it's on pay-per-view. Yep. Kovalev's not being pushed at all. He looks like it's just another day at the office. He's a little tired, a little fatigued, but the mouth is closed. So he's just resting when he wants to, fighting when he wants to, fainting them. That's another secret right there. You don't just rest to rest. You rest behind your jab or you rest behind a feint. And that's what Kovalev's doing, straight right to the body. Every straight punch that Kovalev throws now is getting the other guy out of position. And then he comes back and sits right back in the position that's good for Kovalev. He got frustrated just at the end of the round and pushed Kovalev off. But don't get frustrated and push him off. Do something about it. You got 2 fists. Make it an ugly fight. You're never going to beat him on the outside. You didn't allow him to get time and range and establish distance. Oh my God, he has a horrible trainer. The guy that's training Pulev's brother doesn't look like a trainer at all. It looks like a guy that just found from the audience. See everything that's coming, you're smart. Fancy. Yeah, he gave him horrible instructions. He doesn't look like a trainer. He doesn't look like a trainer. He doesn't look confident in giving his instructions. He looks like he's just there to get a paycheck. I wonder where they found that guy. He's a horrible corner man. He's a horrible corner man. He didn't tell his fighter. He didn't help his fighter make adjustments at all. Kovalev fights are always exciting. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. But this guy right here, stylistically, is giving Kovalev the ground that he needs to win. Pulev is on the outside of the ring cheering for his brother. He should go take over the corner. That's what he should do. He should go take over the corner and tell his brother to get close and make the fight uglier and go to the body and just wear the smaller guy out. Don't allow him to fight at the pace that he's fighting at. Because like I said, at this pace, controlling him with the jab. He's controlling with the jab and a straight right to the body. I'm not gonna lie to you though, Kovalev is wearing down. Like when he's throwing his shots, a good sign that the fighter is wearing down is when he throws his shots and he falls off balance. A fighter falling off balance after he throws his shots is a sign that he's fatigued or he's getting there. He needs that second win. But Kovalev is diehard on the game plan. He's still throwing rights to the body and backing him up. His punches look slower. Oh man, Kovalev, you got 5. What round they in? It's not looking good for Kovalev. Not that he's getting tagged or anything, but you can't get tied in there with a man of that size. Can't show weakness. He can't show the weakness he showed with Canelo. Canelo was able to recognize it, and I don't know if this guy. There you go. He got a second win. With a minute left in the round, he got a second win. His punches don't look that bad no more, and he's on that stick. You got to rest behind that stick. He's parrying the other guy's jab and then answering back with his jab, which is what he should do for the rest of the round. It's what I would do. When Kovalev, Buddy McGirt was telling him that same thing. He can't keep rushing in there with the right hand. The guy is hip to that, and he gives the guy a chance to clip him. It don't even have to be a hard shot. He's a bigger guy. So Buddy McGirt gave him great instructions. Kovalev probing with the jab and then doubling it. He's doing what he has to do to win, and that's what you got to give him credit for. What's up, man? You're welcome, bro. He said thank you for your commentary. You're welcome, bro. I'm gonna do a lot more lives, man. I'm not in school. Well, I just finished up school. I'm not gonna go to summer school, so I'm gonna do a lot more lives, man. I've been slipping on my boxing commentary and my boxing videos because of school, but yeah, I'm gonna be up late. I'm gonna be doing more lives, man. I'm gonna have panels. Hopefully, you guys jump on and join me, man. And we talk about boxing, man, because I could talk about boxing for hours, bro. I love the sport of boxing. Let's listen to what his trainer said. You remember a while ago I told you Buddy McGirt is offensive minded? It's funny because every time he goes to the corner, Buddy McGirt tells him how to make a offensive adjustment. When you're throwing your hand this, you need to do that, you need to do that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Coaches have styles just like boxers have styles. All right, they're showing the replay. Oh, wow. They catching Kovalev with some solid shots. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to go subscribe to YouTube, bro, after this live is over. I'm going to remember your name. But yeah, okay. We're in round 6. Why is this a 10-round fight? All right, we're in round 6, and he hasn't figured out Kovalev yet. He's still trying to win the fight behind the jab. But every time he jab, Kovalev parries it and answers with his jab or backs him up with a right hand. He's still having abandoned the jab, even though it's not working. The punches that are working are the power shots that he throws in the inside against Kovalev. And he just hit him with one right there. And that's what he should go back to. That's his bread and butter to win. He has to abandon his jab, which is crazy for me to say, but abandon his jab and just use his physicality. He has to get inside it and use the power shots. And that's really crazy for me to say because I think the jab is the greatest weapon in boxing, but it can be a detriment at times, especially when the guy has your timing and you're throwing at the same speed. He's not going to learn in the ring not to throw at just the same speed. So an adjustment would be just to get rid of it. You have to learn that stuff in the gym. But yeah, Kovalev just resting, fighting when he wants to fight. That was the first solid jab I seen that landed on Kovalev, which is a bad sign. It means he's fatigued. He's so fatigued he's not even parrying a jab anymore. Either that or he's trying to counter it. Now he's jabbing. Kovalev should direct his jab to the chest of the taller guy and then throw the right hand to the body and get him out of position. I don't know if Kovalev's game plan coming in was to land the right hand over the top, but he squares up when he does it and just rushes in. Bertie McGirt told him to stop doing that move a long time ago. I don't know. I guess they rehearsed it in the gym, and he thinks that's the money shot. What they stopped the fight for? Tie his shoot. The referee just stopped the fight for Kovalev to tie his shoot. That time is gonna favor more Kovalev than it is Pulev. I guarantee you that. If I was Buddy McGirt, I would take my time tying the knot, which it appears like they're doing. Give that fighter a bunch of time. Let the other fighter sit. All right. Time in. Back to the center of the ring where Kovalev is trying to be and control the LOL Southpaw 772 TV. What's up, bro? Well, yeah, Kovalev's finally landing the right hand. He's landing a lot of solid shots. He came off that break with fire in his ass, with a little fire lit up under his ass. Maybe he got a glimpse of the time, how much he left in the round, because it's only 30 seconds. Because he stepped up the pace, and he's controlling the center of the ring. You cannot let Kovalev get in the center of the ring and control the distance. That is the real estate where you might taste the canvas. That's where he's most effective. See, he went and jabbed Kovalev in the chest and then in the shoulders and backed Kovalev up, and then he went right back to holding his jab really, really high, so it can get timed by the more experienced Kovalev. That's the end of the round. Let's see what offensive adjustment Buddy McGirt tells him to make, because I know it's going to be an offensive adjustment. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. But I'm good with rocking with you guys, man. It ain't got to be 80 people in the room, man. I love boxing so much, bro. If it was 2 people on here, I'd rock with y'all, bro. That's how much I love the sport. That's how much I love the sport of boxing. Go, Diego, go. What do you mean by southpaw? What do you mean by that southpaw comment? You caught it because I mentioned him in the video or what? Kovalev knocked the mouthpiece out of Pulev's mouth. He grabbed his glove and put it back in his mouth. He only got a couple more rounds. Buddy McGirt told him stay in control. He got 3 more rounds. They're in the 7th round. Let's see. Let's see if Kovalev can do it. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. I think the ghost of Canelo are gone. If Kovalev was going to be vulnerable, it was going to be in the early rounds where he doubted his ability. But this guy has let Kovalev get to center of the ring and control the distance and back him up with jabs and right hands to the body. That was the first shot he countered Kovalev on. Countered his jab. The first shot. Then he went right back to his jab. One thing Pulev will not give up on is the jab. But he doesn't throw anything behind it, or he doesn't use it to get in the range. He just throws the jab just to throw it. That's why he's getting timed. Can't throw the jab just to throw it. Every punch has a purpose. You got to make your punches have purpose. I asked the channel's name because he made a funny video of Andre Ward versus Kovalev. Oh, okay. If you're the heavyweight and you're fighting a smaller guy and you're backing up, it's probably a sign that you're losing the fight. And that's what's happening right now. He's backing up, allowing Kovalev, excuse me, to control the range. Now, don't get me wrong, Kovalev does bring his face to him with his guard down, which is dangerous. Kovalev cut. Clash of heads and Kovalev stops the fight. One thing Kovalev does that really irritates me is he doesn't allow the ref to be the ref. Like, not all is fair in boxing. I know that's a fucked up thing to say, but let the referee, if the referee doesn't call it, it didn't happen. Complain, get your corner to complain to the ref during the rounds. But Kovalev just switched to southpaw and then switched back to orthodox. That is a sign of a confused fighter or a fatigued fighter looking for a break. That is not a good sign. Kovalev. After this fight, you should move down, bro, and never come back. Like Scarto Simba never return. Go down, bro, and never return. This is not you. You don't belong here. You do not belong at this weight. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I thought this was a heavyweight. This shows you how much I knew about this fight. I thought it was a heavyweight fight. It's a cruiserweight fight. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Because that guy does not look like a heavyweight. But what's up, Khan? Khan in the building, my boy. He caught Kovalev with a counter hook uppercut hybrid, and it was a good shot, but he didn't follow up with anything. Kovalev's not getting. Buddy McGirt said he's getting lazier. Yeah, bro. I just found out it's cruiser. I thought it was heavyweight. I didn't even know this fight was going on. I just did a live, man. I just finished my homework. I was feeling good. I did this live. I didn't even get to look at box work. I don't even know the guy's experience. I'm just basically doing this off the eye test. Appreciate you, Kyle. Hey, Buddy McGirt just told him stop following him. Cut the ring off. Pulev's brother finally took over the corner. I was waiting for that to happen. I tell you, that should have happened a long time ago. Pulev got all that experience. Ooh, oh my goodness. Look, Pulev's brother caught him with a elbow. That's why Kovalev stopped the fight. But still, let the referee stop it. You can't. Andre Ward kept hitting you in the fight where you stopped and waited for the referee to do something. I think he hit him with another elbow and he complained to the ref, and he allowed his fighter to know that it's bothering him and he's hurt, which is, I don't understand that. Yeah, Charlo versus Cassiano definitely was lit, bro. That fight was definitely lit. I didn't expect it to end in knockout. I thought it was going to be exactly like the first fight. But as the fight started to progress, I seen that he was taking too many of those heavy shots, and I knew it would affect him in the later rounds. I knew he would possibly get stopped, especially the pace. Is the fight exciting? It's not. It's just a fight, bro. It's not like, nah, I wouldn't say it was a fight. It just depends. It depends on what you like. Boxing, to the casual fan, it wouldn't be. To me, I could look at a fight where that's a chess match and like it. It's an acquired taste you got to build up. It's not like they're just beating the shit out of each other. That's what you're asking. Like, nah, they catch each other with flush shots, but it's mostly a chess match of real estate. But Pulev's brother, the most exciting part to me was Pulev's brother got in the corner and he lit a fire up under his brother's ass. And he's giving his brother instructions off of experience, which is, well, I thought that should have happened a long time ago because Pulev's brother's corner is horrible. But what Pulev's brother is doing is allowing Kovalev to rest. I don't know if they watch tape or not, but Kovalev is not the person if you push him at a certain pace, he gonna bust a gasket trying to keep up with you. That's what Canelo did. He just kept putting pressure on him, making him fight when he didn't want to, and he quit. He mentally submits in fights. He likes to fight at a pace. He likes to throw his combination, you throw yours, and then reset. Throw your combinations, reset. He does not like to fight. And that's all that guy would have to do. Like right now, they're in the exchange. Look, Kovalev throws a jab, he throws a jab, and then they get in the exchange. If he continues to fight after that exchange, instead of resetting, he'll make Kovalev quit. They talk about Emmanuel Stewart. They said they wish Emmanuel Stewart, the ghost of Emmanuel Stewart, would get in Kovalev's, Buddy McGirt's body and tell Kovalev to push up the pace. Kovalev better not push up the pace. The pace of the fight favors him right now. If he pushes up the pace, he's gonna get fatigued and probably stop because, like I said, he has a history of quitting in fights when the fight doesn't go his way. Yes, another round in the books. They said Pulev better come in that 12th round and throw punches till his shoes come off. Buddy McGirt's telling him about head placement when he throws his shots because he keeps getting caught. He does get caught with unnecessary shots, but that's what happens when you fight with your hands low and you only throw a 1-2. Some fighters can get away with that because they throw hard shots and their power intimidates their opponent, or they throw other shots in between the other shots to not give you opportunities to catch them with their hands low. Kovalev throws a 1-2. If he throws a power shot outside of that, it's going to be a one-shot thing, and that's it. Like Vladimir Klitschko. Fight similar to that. Except he doesn't do all the clinching and holding and leaning down on his opponents. But I think if he was a bigger guy, he probably would do that. Oh, yeah, round 9 started off, and Kovalev didn't take the center of the ring. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to get his guy to allow him to rest. A lot of guys, whenever you're moving around the ring, they know to cut the ring off. But you know what they'll do? They'll coast. You know why they'll coast? Because they know if they coast and follow you around the ring, they'll get a breather. That's a veteran's move in the sport of boxing. A lot of people don't know about that, but that's a lot of fighters do that. They know how to cut the ring off. They do it in sparring all the time. Most people know how to cut the ring off, but he's looking for a break. He's looking for the guy to cooperate with him, and he's doing that. He's backing up. He's getting put out of position. He's still jabbing from too close and getting countered. How are you getting countered by a smaller man over your jab? Why are you coming forward with a jab? There's just a lot of things that he's doing that's wrong. Throwing a jab at the same speed. There's just a lot of stuff that he's doing that's wrong. Backing up. I don't know what he's backing up for. He's already tasted Kovalev's best punches, which outside of a jab, Kovalev really hasn't landed effective shots on him. I don't know what he's moving around the ring for. He's acting like he's in there with Vladimir Klitschko or Vitaly or somebody. I don't understand why he's doing all this unnecessary movement. Maybe he thinks he's up. I don't know what he's thinking. But he's backing up and he's allowing Kovalev to get in the center of the ring and just control range and control distance. And when Kovalev doesn't want to fight, he follows him around and just rests because he know he'll allow it. He know the guy made the agreement, and then he controlling him, hit him. He just hit him with a right to the body that backed him up. Now he's coming in, probing with the jab, feinting with the jab, not working at all. Then right there, he just threw a shot. Hey, let's reset. The guy's allowing him to rest and BS him. That's what old school veterans will do to you. They'll BS you. He's allowing this guy to BS him. What round we in? We're in round 9. We only got one more round after this, guys. 30 seconds left in this one. And that guy, unless he throws a punch from hell, I don't see him, no way of him winning. I wonder what, like I said, he doesn't have a good corner. They would tell him that he was losing, he would need a knockout. I don't know if he thinks he's winning. I don't know if it's temperament. I don't know what it is, but he's allowing Kovalev to dictate the pace of the fight, which I don't understand. He's a little fatigued, but if you have two fighters in the ring and both of them are fatigued, the bigger guy has the advantage only because it's going to take more shots, more power out of the little guy to keep him honest. Depending on their conditioning too, that's a factor. But normally if they both have good conditioning, the bigger guy, it takes less power to keep the littler guy off. so he could just BS and just jab and throw punches, have power. The other guy, in order to gain respect, has to throw powerful punches. One more round. Win the last round. This is what you work for. 8 weeks long. No urgency in the corner whatsoever. This is what you work for. 8 weeks long. How about you're losing the fight? He told him he's too small. Bully him. Has he not been watching the fight? Your guy has been on the bicycle all night. All night. All right, win the last round, guys. And he started off the Pulev's brother started off the round by just dancing around. Maybe he thinks he's up. I don't understand the strategy. I don't know if he's there to just collect a check. I don't know if he's just mentally, some guys mentally, when you take control of the fight, they never could really get back in the fight. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. For whatever reason, he's losing this fight. He's losing this fight, and every now and then he'll throw a right hand off the ropes. Is that the punch that he thinks is going to win the fight for him? I don't know. See, look, he allows Kovalev to come in with a double feint and then just back him up to the ropes. Yep, prevent defense. At this point, all you got to do is do the prevent defense. You got the fight in the bag. Yeah, that's extremely dumb. I can't believe he's doing that, man. He's actually fighting now. Now he's fighting. He came inside it and pushed him off with his shoulders and actually got rough for it. He should have fought the whole fight like that. If he would have fought the whole fight like that, he would have stopped Kovalev. Kovalev can't handle that type of fight. His style ain't built for that fight. If I was in the ring with Kovalev and he complained about an elbow, I'd throw another one. Just honestly, if I'm already down and I know the only way to win the fight is by knockout, you have to mentally beat your person up also by physically beating them up. And that's making a statement. Oh, that bothers you? You let me know that bothers you? I'm going to do it again. Bernard Hopkins was great at getting away. He always knew what a referee was, so he can get away with shots like that. They're actually trying to win. I think both of them think the fight is close, and they're letting their hands go. Kovalev letting his hands go. He actually threw 3 punches, and he did that the whole fight. If y'all guys go back and look at the highlights, notice the Kovalev tried to counter him with like a 1-2, but he like leaped in the air. It's like really weird. Like, did you think that was a shot? Like, I don't know what it. Oh. What was that? Why did the referee stop the fight? Oh, that was weird. So he just caught Kovalev leaping in and tired and hit him on the back of the head. And because he's so much bigger than Kovalev, that punch was really effective. And the referee came in and for whatever reason just stopped the action in the fight. I don't know. That was really weird. Maybe he stopped. I don't even think he warned the guy about rabbit punching him. But they're in the last round, bro. It's for the end. They got 5 seconds. Oh, he just tried to touch. He just tried to touch with Kovalev, and Kovalev hit him. That now, you asked me, was this an exciting fight? If they'd have fought the whole fight like that last round, that definitely would have been an exciting fight. So Pulev's brother was undefeated coming into this fight. Like I said, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I didn't even Google this fight or nothing. I just turned it on in the pay-per-view and it was on. So I got it. I just do it using the eye test. I thought that this was a heavyweight fight. I didn't know it was a cruiserweight fight. Yeah, Kovalev, this is not his division. He should go back to light heavy. Maybe fight Bivol. Try to get a belt from Bivol. He has a better chance of doing that than going to the cruiserweights and dominating those guys. They're too big for him. He's not busy enough with his hands. He controlled the fight. I will give him that. He controlled the fight most of this fight, but it was his opponent. It was his opponent, and his opponent never made an adjustment and never had a sense of urgency. I wonder how his face is gonna look after he just finds out that he lost his fight. I wonder if he's gonna be disappointed, like, oh man, I thought I won that one. Because he's smiling, he's acting like he got this thing in the bag, man. I'm not understanding. Yeah, he came in. He came in with a shot and caught Kovalev with like a straight punch, and he was squared up. And that punch knocked Kovalev's head almost off his shoulders, and he wasn't even set to throw it. Like this division is not made for Kovalev. This is not his division. Yeah, he should definitely not fight anymore at this weight. He fighting a more experienced guy. They're gonna stop him. Yeah, he's blowing Pulev's blowing kisses to the crowd. I think he won this fight. We better not hear no I beat that boy speech like Adrian Brunner after the fight. They're giving the decision right now. I'm gonna let you guys know. 98-92. Okay. It's gonna be Kovalev. Yeah. Yeah. Kovalev. They gave it to Kovalev. Yeah, that's they gave it to Kovalev. Kovalev won the fight. The right person won the fight. I don't even know why it was so silent there. I mean, I'd have went if I was live at the fight. I'd have went home after this. But hey, it's boxing. You never know. We see worse, right? Let's go to Kovalev. On what you would like for Jamel's next move up, defend, or at least once his undisputed titles. Kovalev win. Let's go. I don't know what I want the Charlos to do, bro. I can't. I don't like to play matchmaker because it ends up making me disappointed because we never get the fights that we want to see, and then when we do get the fights that we want to see, or we see people jump up in greatness, they criticize it. They like how they were criticizing Canelo, saying that Canelo is done and boxing is saved now, celebrating his loss instead of. I don't know if you guys are watch my video on Canelo, but go check it out. I put timestamps in it. It's kind of long, man, but check it out. I talked about that, man. How the UFC covers their stars when they jump up. When Conor McGregor jumped up in weight, they praised him. You would have never thought he was lost. How good they talked about that dude. I didn't know he was undefeated. His first loss to Kovalev. He might need to move down too. He might need to go to the lightweight division because that was horrible. That was a horrible display from Pulev's brother. Hey man, y'all let me know in the comment section, man, if y'all want to do a live and just talk about random boxing, man. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. Like I said, I'm feeling good. I just finished my homework. Y'all let me know, man. I'll go live. I'll go live and chat it up with you guys if y'all want to, or just stay on this live and open the panel up. Let me see, man. I got the link right here. I should have link right here. I know my boy Khan always been wanting to talk boxing with me, but we just keep missing each other. All right, man. I posted the link, man. Y'all pull up. He said he want to fight every 3 or 4 months. He taking it old school, old school. I don't think you're gonna last the whole year fighting like that, Kovalev, especially at this weight. The plan was just to use a jab at long distance. I felt like not enough energy to do very sharp, just on my body, the messed up part about the media is all up to the lead up to this fight. All they did was talk about Bivol. They didn't even give Canelo. Kovalev his due respect on his upcoming fight. He had to tell him like, look, I'm focused on this one. Rolly versus Davis is gonna be a whitewash, bro. There was a video where Rolly was talking and I went and commented under. A lot of people put laughing emojis, but I basically said that Rolly doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't stand a chance. I'll give you. I'm gonna do a breakdown on that, but since you're on here, man, I'll tell you exactly why. Because he goes into that shoulder roll defense and he doesn't do it as well as it should be done, and he's fighting a southpaw. Just those two things alone, he's gonna get clipped, bro. He's fighting a southpaw trying to use the shoulder roll defense. Just those two things alone, besides the talent, like just that alone, it's gonna be a whitewash, bro. Rolly doesn't stand a chance. The only chance he stands, bro, is if the asteroid comes out of space and clips Davis in the head. And then Davis already has a bad heart prior to that. And he gets up and has a heart attack. That's the chance that Rolly has during that fight. So here's the thing about Thriller, man. Thriller puts on good because they have the rap connections. They put on pretty good shows. Because there's times that I'm at the fight where like there's no action happening and it's kind of dry, right? So Thriller fills that void. But Thriller, what are you doing? Go get Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou and pay for them to fight. What are you doing? The money is there. That fight would do so much. Like the numbers would be so great. Like they could even put a star-studded event, put Snoop Dogg on it or whoever they have. Like that. If Thriller doesn't make that shit happen, Thriller should just go out of business, bro. Like that fight is perfect for them. They talked about doing a hybrid crossover between boxing and MMA. Like they have to make that happen for their sake because Thriller done made some stupid choices. You see what they did with Teofimo, how much money they gave him and all that stuff. Why wouldn't they give that same amount of money to Francis Ngannou, who doesn't see that type of money in the UFC? I'm just saying. I don't like to pay matchmaker, but that definitely would be a fight for the ages, as they say. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I like I said, I was feeling good, man, and we had a good night of boxing with Charlo Ned. But I'm finna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna do a lot more live, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start posting them in advance. But like I said, I'm not going to summer school, so I'll be able to catch up and greet with you guys and hopefully chat with you guys, man. I know not everybody is like a lot of people get nervous, talking online, but I could assure you, man, I'm not a know-it-all, and the conversation is the conversation, and because we're on my platform, I'll control it. I'll make sure people are respectful. I won't allow people to troll, et cetera, et cetera. I'm gonna just keep it the boxing over here. The most humble people I've met online are the most knowledgeable people because they know that they have room to grow. They have a growth mindset. The people who know it all are normally the people that don't know shit about boxing. So yeah, man, I know you. The first time I ever spoke, the first time I ever made a video, I was extremely nervous. So I know exactly what you're going through. I was extremely nervous. I heard like went back and listened. I was like, oh my god, I heard crackling in my voice. Like I was just nervous, bro. And then the first time I ever did a live show, I went on Mark Nash show, and I was nervous then, but I just kept doing it, kept doing it, and you just start getting comfortable. Like you start to realize, that your imagination is taking a toll on you. The imagination is a crazy thing, and it'll trick you sometimes and make you think stuff is better than it really is, and that's all that is. Nobody's gonna kill you for the sound of your voice. Nobody's gonna die from the sound of your voice. Like all that stuff is crazy. But yeah, man, I'm gonna do more lives. Hopefully, I see you guys there. But it's the Boxer Scholar, and I'm out. Peace.